Hi students, I'm Sonia from Vidyaguru, starting a new session on current affairs. This is going to be the third part for the month of August 2023 I'm referring to. The session is going to be quite significant. Once you wrap up the video, you will realize that you have learned around 50 to 60 important questions. Believe me, the session is that significant and is going to give you the exact questions which are surely going to be there in your exam. So for that, you need to have faith in me. You have to watch the entire session till the end. What you have realized, you have to have the option of typing it in the comment box. That means, have you understood what I've taught you? Have you liked the way I've taught you? You can mention everything. I would actually be waiting for your comment, and you have to press the bell icon along with that. That is going to motivate me a lot. Share the video with those friends who are preparing for any competitive exams. Try to subscribe to our channel if you can. I'll be glad. Do press the bell icon along with it, because that way you'll not be missing a single video which is uploaded on our channel. Every teacher is going to try his or her level best to make you understand everything. Apart from that, if you wish to join us, the numbers are given below. You can dial them and join us too. Let's start from here on, and this is going to be the first question on your screen. The way we deliver it, you'll get to see that also. If you are new to the channel, we deliver topic-wise current affairs. So the topic, the first one, there on your screen, it is India in Focus. Let's see what is actually coming your way. India in Focus will be starting with G20. A lot, many things happened. India is doing the presidency. We all know that. I've taught you prior to that as well. So India is doing the presidency, there are several meets which are taking place, which have already been taking place. Even in Delhi nowadays, like, it is closed sort of, because the summit is going on. Now we'll be talking about various sort of summits, their ministerial meets, various kinds of ministerial meets one by one. Let's start talking about them, but we'll be starting with film festival first. The thing which interests you a lot. So G20 Film Festival took place at New Delhi. G20 Film Festival took place at New Delhi. G20 Digital Economy Ministerial Meet. Try to read the words carefully. See, my job is not to teach you only. My job is to make you learn all that. That is the reason I repeat. Don't mind that, because there are several kids who don't want me to repeat, but I am actually not reading the news. Please understand that. My job is to make you learn all that. That is the reason, like a teacher, I try that it should stay in your brains forever. I'm going to say that once again. It is G20, not economy or economics. I'm referring to digital economy. Read it carefully. Digital Economy Ministerial Meet took place at Bengaluru. If you cannot retain that, it is going to be a little easier if you are able to relate it with digital and Bengaluru. Digital and Bengaluru. So digital, Bengaluru, culture, Varanasi, stuff like that. Probably that is going to help you a bit to understand what I'm actually trying to teach you. Film Festival, New Delhi. Digital Economy Ministerial Meet at Bengaluru, Culture Ministers Meet at Varanasi, and then G20 joint. That means there are two types of ministers met, and it is Health and Finance Ministerial Meet. Health as well as Finance Ministerial Meet took place at Gandhinagar, Gujarat. G20 Trade and Investment Ministerial Meet at Jaipur. I'll repeat. G20 Trade and Investment Ministers Meet at Jaipur. This is LUPEX on your screen. So once you read it, you'll understand what I'm actually trying to teach you. This is lunar, this is polar, this is exploration. That is what we have written here. Lunar, polar, exploration, LUPEX. Here the country is coming up with Japan to explore more about the moon. As Chandrayaan 3 was quite successful, you may have seen that. What was happening? India became the first country to land on the south pole of the moon. That is what other countries are eager to. They are also willing to explore more. LUPEX is the mission for 2025. That is what they are planning. JAXA and India's ISRO coming up together. JAXA is Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. That means Japan's aerospace agency. They are coming up to explore more. it can be called Chandrayaan 4 also. Please, if you see LoopX, you will see that Chandrayaan 4 is there. So that is one and the same thing we are referring to. So Chandrayaan 3 I was referring to here at the time of LoopX. I'm calling it Chandrayaan 4. Yes, so you have to keep that in mind. India and Japan are coming together to do such a thing. It is LoopX in their mind. PM Modi meets Prime Minister of Mauritius. His name is Pravin Kumar Jugannath. We know that. We'll be revising all what we have learned. G20 Film Festival took place in New Delhi. G20 Digital Economy Ministerial meet, Digital Bengaluru. Culture Ministers meet Varanasi. Varanasi, you can see that. Trade and Investment Ministers meet at Jaipur. Joint Health and Finance Ministers meet at Gandhinagar, Gujarat. After all these questions, we were at LoopX with Japan. After all these questions, we were at Pravin Kumar Jugannath. He is the Prime Minister of Mauritius and our PM met him. That is why somewhere they may ask you who is the Prime Minister of Mauritius. You have to learn that. Let's move to the next set of questions. Okay, the next set has projects and inaugurations. Let's see what is coming your way. The questions are quite significant, although current affairs is not at all an interesting subject. I know that. I try to speak loudly. I try so that your interest can remain intact. Kindly focus on what I'm teaching you. Projects and inaugurations. First, Indian mission to study sun. Aditya means sun only, that we all know that. That is why such a name, Aditya L1. L1 is Lagrange 1. And if you're not aware what Lagrange is, for example, when something is actually shot in the space, there's something which is shot in this space and that stays at that particular position in the space because we are going to study sun. That is why the position which was designed or which was decided for Aditya L1, it is going to stay there and we are willing to explore sun this time. So India's first sun mission, that is why it is quite important. You understand that we are going to study sun, that is why Aditya L1. So that is Lagrange point, the place where it stays and it is going to help, study the particular thing. So Lagrange 1, Lagrange point 1, this is L1, and the distance from Earth for this Lagrange, for this Aditya L1, it is 1.5 million kilometers. Distance from Earth, where it is going to stay, it is going to be 1.5 million kilometers away. That is going to be this distance. And if you actually say like sun and the Earth, we are at some distance and this is the 1% of that distance. It is just the 1% of that distance where Aditya 1 will actually be staying and will be studying sun from there because we are getting closer to sun. That is how at a distance, a maintained place, a maintained distance where it can be studied to, and you understand that such a warm thing can't be studied that easily. That is why such exploration is starting just now. So it is 1% the distance between sun and the earth. Now vehicle through which it was actually shot or was actually kept into the space, it is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle C-57. So the C-57, it is PSLV C-57 for Aditya L1 and the place is Sriharikota that we all know. Let's move ahead with Pragyan rover now. So Chandrayaan 3's Pragyan rover detected sulfur and oxygen on the moon. So that was strange because they were looking for it and Pragyan rover could find out something of that sort. So Chandrayaan 3's Pragyan rover could find sulfur on the moon's surface. Foundation stone of, the reason why all these things are happening in Madhya Pradesh now. So Madhya Pradesh, our Prime Minister, himself laid the foundation stone of Sant Shiromani Gurudev Ravidas Ji Memorial. So Sant Shiromani Gurudev Ravidas Ji Memorial foundation stone was laid by Prime Minister himself, and that temple the foundation where that memorial, that temple. Sagar district is the place in Madhya Pradesh where the foundation stone was laid. Now Kota and Bina railway station, rail route I'm referring to. So some sort of rail route is already there. Kota is in Rajasthan, we all know that. Bina is in Madhya Pradesh, we know that too. And that space, that rail route has to be elongated. We are actually planning, we are thinking of increasing the size of it. They are working on it. 2475 crores they'll be spending. That is why doubling of the route, doubling of some route, 2475 crore they'll be spending. Kota to Rajasthan, Kota to Bina, Kota Rajasthan to Bina MP. That is what they are thinking of. So doubling of Kota Bina rail route for 2475 crores. That is what they are assuming. See, rail routes are quite significant because it is actually an important project and they are spending this much money. That is why the question can be there in your exam. They can ask you the amount straight away. Now this is thermal power. That means I'm referring to NTPC, obviously. So NTPC 660 megawatts. 660 megawatts thermal project. NTPC is coming up with a thermal project, power plant, and we are talking about Bard, Bihar. And if you've seen our, Power and Energy Minister, Union Minister R.K. Singh, if you have seen that, he was like, showing that we are dedicating this to the country and we are coming up with just sort of one more project. This is the thermal project of NTPC of 660 megawatt and the place, they have laid the foundation stone and the place is Bard, Bihar. I'm going to repeat, the projects are quite significant, stay put. First Indian mission to study Aditya L1 to study sun. Right? L1 is Lagrange point 1 and the distance from Earth of this Lagrange 1 Aditya 1.5 million kilometers, which is like the 1% of Earth and Sun's distance. Vehicle was used PSLV C-57 and this place is Sriharikota from which it was actually released. Chandrayaan 3 Pragyan rover detects sulfur on the moon surface. Foundation stone of Sun ceremony Gurudev Ravidas Ji Memorial laid in Sagar district, Madhya Pradesh. 2475 crores will be spent to double basically the rail route of Kota and Bina. NTPC 660 megawatt thermal project in Bard, Bihar. Let's move to the next question. If you understand everything, whatever I am teaching you, I am expecting a like from you. And if you are planning to take help from us, if you wish to join us, the numbers are given below. You can dial them and join us. You can speak with our executives. They'll help you choose the right course. If you are actually not willing to speak with anybody, you wish to choose the course yourself, you can go to our website. It is online.vidyaguru.in. online.vidyaguru.in. You can join from that particular website also. You can select and the medium of the course for yourself. We deliver lectures in Hindi as well as English. So you can choose whichever way is comfortable to you. Sports updates, that's the topic we are going to start with. And there are important things. You know what? Everybody has seen Ramesh Babu Pragnananda doing quite well. So we have seen that it is quite difficult, winning the world championships. Although, the man is very capable, he'll be able to do it soon. But Magnus Carlsen is also, you know him, world champion sort of person. So Magnus Carlsen is from Norway. First of all, you have to learn that. Because here we are not talking about a person, we are talking about some world champion also. So Magnus Carlsen is from Norway. Won the championship, FIDE World Cup, that means chess championship I'm referring to. Ramesh Babu Pragnananda performed very, very well. He actually ended up becoming a runner-up only, but that's not the problem. He'll win it sometime, we all know that. The place was Baku, Azerbaijan, where this championship was taking place. The place is quite significant, learn that. Baku, Azerbaijan, Magnus Carlsen remained the winner. Ramesh Babu Pragnananda did very well, played very well. So, FIDE World Cup, which you are looking at. India beat Pakistan to win men's hockey. This is something that you have not heard of. 5S Asia Cup 2023, Salalah, Oman is the place. What is going on? Have you heard of T20? Have you heard of some sort of sports where the shorter, or you can say the smaller forms are played, you may have heard, of something of that sort. If you know one day international is there in cricket, if you know test matches are there, but the shorter version is T20. Similar to that, this is hockey 5S Asia Cup, this shorter, the faster version of hockey games. So we are referring to that hockey 5S Asia Cup, which was taking place in Salalah, Oman. First, keep that in mind this way. Then India won that. It was like penalty shootout in which India could grab it. So India could grab it from Pakistan. The names of the runner-up teams are important too. So India defeated Pakistan in hockey 5S Asia Cup. Salalah, Oman is the place where it was taking place. India's first ever gold. You've not heard that. That is why first of its kind. The concern here is that World Athletics Championship was taking place. Be careful while answering the question. World Athletics Championship, India's first ever gold brought by Neeraj Chopra, and javelin throw we are talking about. So Budapest, Hungary was the place where it was taking place. I'm going to repeat that. Venues are quite significant. World Athletics Championship was going on at Budapest in Hungary, right? Let's keep the question aside. Now, Neeraj Chopra brought the gold for the country. First time it was happening, World Athletics Championship. India won, India bagged gold in it. Who did that? Neeraj Chopra did that. Priya Malik became the second woman. Antim Pangal. So, Antim Pangal is the girl, quite famous in wrestling. You know that. She could, we are referring to this lady as the second Indian woman. First was Antim Pangal. She brought gold for the country in under 20 World Wrestling Championship, which was taking place in Jordan. Again, the venue is quite significant. Priya Malik became the second Indian woman. Priya Malik became the second Indian woman to get gold in women under 20 World Wrestling Championship, which was taking place in Jordan. The next question is Moto Grand Prix. Moto Grand Prix. It is not Prix. It is Prix. So Moto Grand Prix Bharat. Moto Grand Prix Bharat race. Greater Noida, UP. So it is Bharat. It is India's Moto Grand Prix, which will take place in September in Greater Noida in UP. Let's revise all the questions. Ramesh Babu, Pragnananda. Remained the runner-up. Magnus Carlsen won FIDE World Cup, which was taking place in Baku, Azerbaijan. The next question was Men's Hockey 5S Asia Cup, won by India, defeated Pakistan, and the place was Salalah, Oman, where it was happening. World Athletics Championship, first ever gold brought by Neeraj Chopra, and it was taking place in Budapest, Hungary. Jordan is the place where women under 20 World Championship, Wrestling Championship, won by, as in she brought gold. Priya Malik has become that. It was taking place in Jordan. That is what you had to keep in mind. MotoGP Bharat race will take place in Greater Noida, UP. Let's move to the other questions. Those students who are not preparing for banking exams can take a break of a few minutes. Rest. Questions are still coming your way. So keep watching the video. But these questions are only for banking students. So banking awareness, maximum limit for small value offline digital payments has been increased to 500. What does it mean? Have you heard the name of UPI Lite? At times, what happens? We do not have the access of internet, but we wish to make the payment digitally. How would you do that? This is the way you can go ahead with. Earlier, the per transaction limit was 200. Maximum limit is 2000. It was earlier 2000. It is now 2000. I'm not commenting on that. I am just saying that per transaction, earlier it was 200. Like internet is not there. Offline, you are making the payment to somebody. It is going to be 200 maximum. But they have increased the limit to 500 now. They must be thinking that in 200, what will they buy? So maximum limit of small value offline digital payments, read it carefully, has become 500. So UPI Lite, this question is going to be there in your exam for sure, believe me. So offline payments, UPI Lite increased to 500 per transaction. That is what they did. Monthly UPI transaction crossed 10 billion. We are referring to August. 10 billion is huge, We are referring to monthly UPI transactions cross 10 billion in the month of August. But July and August, they are saying the amount, the value of these transactions, they are saying 15 lakh crore plus. So 15 lakh crore got transacted. That is what they are doing. Infinity savings account. So Infinity savings account, you may have heard, like you have the bank accounts and you know that minimum balance limit is there. Quarterly, monthly, that depends upon the bank. But apart from that, you actually pay the transaction charges also. But Infinity savings account give you the liberty. It gives you the liberty, like it is from Axis Bank. They're coming up with such sort of funda and they are saying that you can make the transactions freely, no problem, will not be charging you anything. Minimum account balance limit like quarterly and all that, they don't have that too. So such sort of things are actually been given to you by Axis Bank. So primarily they are saying that zero domestic transaction fee Infinity savings account. In Infinity savings account, they'll be charging you some amount like annually 1650 or some amount monthly sort of. But this is the amount what they are charging, and the transactions can be, domestic transactions are going to be absolutely free. Now BCCI title sponsorship was actually taken by IDFC First Bank. It is quite new, you have to understand that, like banks are not seen sponsoring such sort of bigger events. So BCCI sponsorship was taken by IDFC First Bank. They paid a lot of money, like around 4,250 crores sort of. 1 lakh, the amount is not significant, so I'm not even talking about that. IDFC First Bank took the sponsorship of BCCI title. That is what important. What is important here? 1 lakh women owned businesses are there. They are saying they'll be helping at least these many, supported by frontier markets. Frontier markets are actually the ones, basically they help women, rural women who are involved in some kind of businesses. They already do that. They are coming up with MasterCard and Airtel Payments Bank. So they all are going to help 1 lakh women owned businesses to be supported by all of these. Now I hope these questions are absolutely clear. I'm going to make you revise all that. Max limit for small value offline digital payments hiked to 500. Monthly, offline is the important word, UPI Lite is the important word. Monthly UPI transactions crossed 10 million. 15 lakh crore is the plus is the value for it. Infinity savings account with zero domestic transaction fee, Axis Bank. IDFC First Bank, BCCI title sponsorship. First 1 lakh women owned businesses to be supported by Frontier Markets, MasterCard and Airtel Payments Bank. Let's move to the another set of questions. Okay, now state news. From here on everybody can join. State news, we are going to talk about states, particularly what they are actually doing. It is Mukhyamantri Medhabi Chhatra Protsahan Yojana. Medhabi, that means we are talking about scholarship program. Medhavi in Hindi and Medhabi it is called there in Odisha. That is how they write it. So Mukhyamantri, Chief Minister. So Mukhyamantri Medhabi Chhatra Protsahan Yojana. So they are actually going to help kids by that way. Chhatra is like, they're talking about students only. So I'm saying that Odisha is behind Medhabi, Mukhyamantri Medhabi Chhatra Protsahan Yojana is from Odisha. 27% OBC quota in local bodies for, like in Gujarat. Local bodies, we are talking about municipalities. Local bodies, we are talking about panchayat. So OBC, other backward classes, will get the reservation of 27% in Gujarat. Gujarat government has actually announced that OBC will get 27% reservation in local bodies. Water, tourism and adventure sport policy by Uttar Pradesh. 35% women reservation in government jobs. Under Ladli scheme, they'll be giving 1,000 to 1,250 rupees also. You can see that. They are planning to reduce the prices of cylinder also, and MP is announcing all of the things now. 35% women reservation in government jobs, Madhya Pradesh only. Madhya Pradesh did that. So they are actually providing 1,250 rupees, like for under Ladli Behna scheme, they are actually providing that money also. So a lot many changes, a lot many reforms MP government is doing these days, and the reason you know why. 4 new districts and 81 sub-districts in Assam. 4 new districts, that means Biswanath, Hujai, Bajali and Tamulpur. The question is quite significant, you know that. 35 districts are there in Assam, 81 sub-districts are there in Assam. Himanta Biswa Sarma was actually found making the announcements that 4 new districts are Biswanath, Hujai, Bajali and Tamulpur. Don't forget the names of the districts. Maximum foreign direct investment, like the money which is coming from outside in Maharashtra, the investment is like too much. First quarter financial year 23-24, there are states, they receive money from abroad. We all know that. If they receive money like from outside the country, we call it FDI. So FDI, max FDI, first quarter for 23-24 received by this state, this is Maharashtra. Going to repeat. Quick revision. Mukhyamantri Medhavi Chhatra Protsahan Yojana from Odisha. Gujarat's 27% reservation to OBC in local bodies. Water tourism and adventure sport policy of Uttar Pradesh. 35% reservation for women in government jobs, and 1250 rupees will also be given to them under Ladli Behna scheme. Assam will have 35 districts and 81 sub-districts. 35, that means 4 new got added, and these 4 are Biswanath, Hujai, Bajali and Tamulpur. Maharashtra got maximum FDI in first quarter of 23-24. Let's move to the next set of questions. If you have understood the video, you have the option of pressing the like button. That is going to be really motivating. Please do that. If you actually press the like button, you can write down also that you have learned all the questions, and if there's any question in your mind which is quite related to current affairs, I'll answer that. You can write that, you can ask me that question also. Important days and dates. I hope you know that the questions are significant. This question is about World Wide Web, right? We know there's a person like who's familiar, who's like known as the founder of internet. So founder of internet, we are commemorating him. World Wide Web Day is observed on 1st of August. World Wide Web Day is observed on 1st of August. National Sports Day, Major Dhyan Chand, hockey legend Major Dhyan Chand. We are commemorating his birth anniversary, on his birth anniversary, commemorating him, Major Dhyan Chand. And National Sports Day is celebrated on his birthday, 29th of August. 19th August is World Humanitarian Day. Like crises happen all over the world, people stand in solidarity with them. That is what the way is, that they can show solidarity no matter what is the theme. Hashtag no matter what is the theme for World Humanitarian Day, which is observed on 19th of August. World Sanskrit Day, which is observed on Shravan Purnima. Shravan Purnima of August, it is like 31st August. So World Sanskrit Day 23, Shravan Purnima 31st August it was celebrated. National Space Day. You know, I've told you at the start that Chandrayaan 3 landed on the moon, and that day is quite significant for all Indians. That is the reason Cabinet approved it, and they said that we'll be celebrating National Space Day on 23rd of August, the day on which Chandrayaan 3 landed. First nation on Moon South Pole, that I've already told you. When we move to the next question, World Mosquito Day, 20th August. If you remember Sir Ronald Ross, who actually informed the world that, you know, Anopheles mosquito is behind malaria. So that is how that person becomes important for us. We are actually commemorating all of that. Apart from that, you know, the research was such that, you know, mosquitoes are responsible for many, or you can say more diseases than any other, you know, animal. So World Mosquito Day is observed on 20th of August. That is what you have to keep in mind. 13th August is World Organ Donation Day. 13th August is celebrated as World Organ Donation Day. I am going to repeat what I've taught you. World Wide Web Day, 1st August, 29th August, Sports Day, National Sports Day. Humanitarian Day, 19th August. Sanskrit Day, 31st August. National Space Day, 23rd of August. World Mosquito Day, 20th of August. World Organ Donation Day, 30th of August. With that, we have come to an end of the video. If you have liked it, do press the like button, and thank you so much for watching.